I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Tuesday, July the 21st. The biggest series of the season for the Mets started off in a negative way. A loss last night, 7-2 at the hands of the Nationals. The problem that everyone likes to talk about is the Mets offense. The fact they can't score enough runs. This is a team that relies heavily as anyone in baseball, on their starting pitching. And one of those starting pitchers doesn't live up to their billing. It is a concern because the Mets offense simply cannot do enough to back them up. And last night, continuing a trend here for a little while, Matt Harvey is not himself. Matt Harvey is not the guy right now that Mets fans and baseball fans have come to expect. When Matt Harvey went down a couple years ago with Tommy John surgery in August of 2013, he was one of, if not the best pitcher in baseball. Right there, you threw him in that conversation with a guy like Clayton Kershaw. Left with a 2.27 ERA, a strikeout-to-walk ratio over 6. He was as good as advertised. And coming back this year after missing all of last season, I think fans of the Mets and baseball fans observing Harvey would have, said, okay, we're not going to expect him to be that great this year, first year off of Tommy John. Maybe next year, maybe 2016, he'll come back and he'll be that guy again. But Harvey, I think, tricked everyone, and his season has tricked everyone. Matt Harvey started the year, really, from his opening appearance in spring training against the Detroit Tigers. We had impeccable command, hitting 99 on the gun. It was like, oh my, wow, Harvey's back. He's himself after the full year. Then he starts off the season, his first 8 starts, an ERA under 2, 1.98. He was spectacular early in the season, and he had a 56-8 strikeout-to-walk ratio in his first 8 starts. He was the Matt Harvey we remembered him as. But since then, Matt Harvey has gone from great to very average to really now below average. His last 10 starts, Matt Harvey's ERA is over 4.24, and that strikeout-to-walk ratio has moved from 56-8 to 56-22. Last night, another 4 walks. Now 13 walks over his last 3 starts. He's not the same guy right now. And if the Mets are going to continue to stay in this, now 3 games back of the Nationals, they play a couple more in this series here before moving on to play the Dodgers this weekend. If the Mets are going to stay in this, whether it be the NL East or the wild card race, they need their starting pitchers, from Jacob deGrom, who is now the Mets ace at this moment, to Noah Syndergaard, to John Neese, to everyone they have out there. They need them to perform at their highest level to make up for an offense that, at least until the trade deadline, is a joke. And Harvey has to be on his A game. But right now, watching him over the last month and a half, he's far from his A game right now. This is Matt Harvey's C or C- game. And for all the concerns around the Mets, the one thing they can't have, the one thing they can't worry about is Matt Harvey and what is going on right now. If this is just a blip, if it's just a 10-game, blip on the radar for a great pitcher, no big deal, he'll figure it out. If it's just the ups and downs coming back from Tommy John, no big deal, they'll figure it out. If it's something more, or for some reason, he's not the Matt Harvey they need him to be, it's going to be a very difficult road for the Mets the rest of the season. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now.